Hey y'all, this is Charles Chuck Charlie Chaz from CGM3 Productions. On the way of my journey, yes, we're wrapping up the 10th week and the bye week. And what a phenomenal week. And you'd never guess where I'm at the incredible Bethel Woods Performing Arts Center. Some angel, which will be named later or named nameless, gave me a pair of tickets to an amazing show tonight, Heart. Now, hear me out. If there was an adult make-a-wish for anything right now, it's to see one concert before everything goes. And I'm being a cautious optimist. Everything's looking pretty good. By the way, if you heard the recap during the week, it was absolutely pretty amazing. So I'm pretty like awestruck, starstruck, took some pictures, and it's just simply an amazing feeling. And being here on a Saturday night with one of the premier bands that we all grew up with, and obviously we have noise in the background, which is fine. You can expect to do that, but it's a very prestigious venue. I can tell you that one right now. Anyway, like I said, 11th round of chemo's coming up from Middletown Medical. I'm going to enjoy it tonight on the journey. I'll give you a recap of what happened tonight, but also a great recap this past week with an amazing man that I worked with for a decade. Now, before, when I got out of college, and about 1990, 1991, I was working for WVOS in AM and FM Liberty, New York. And lo and behold, I met a real wonderful program director, music director, utility player. He did everything: promotions, sales, production, you name it, even news. And it's totally amazing. And then when Bold Gold Media came around, thank you, Dawn, by the way, and to the amazing crew of Bold Gold Media right now, 20 years. And by the way, happy anniversary, Bold Gold Media. Doing a great job. This individual became the voice of Thunder 102. And he also is an amazing news director. He took over the reins, and here he is. He was broadcasting news on all the local affiliates here for Bold Gold Media, from WSUL, WVOS, Thunder 102, Catskill News Talk, the whole thing, even podcasting. Mike Sikel. Mike, you're wonderful. I love you. You're, amazing brother. I'm glad I saw you this past Wednesday night, and the pictures were totally amazing. And thank you to Jonathan Charles Fox and to the amazing photography with them. It was absolutely amazing at the Tango Cafe in Hurleyville. And, great words. It was bittersweet to see that happen. But for 45 years, the voice of Sullivan County belonged to Mike Sikel. And I am honored, and I'm glad that I actually worked at least a good decade with him when we were Mountain Country WVOS, and including, what happened about 30 years ago. Yeah, close to 30 years ago with The Day in the Garden. Now here I am, here's how ironic, doing cameos and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, here I am as a fan and seeing Heart for the third time or fourth time, seeing them down at the Orange County Fair Speedway, but seeing them up here in the beautiful Catskills at the beautiful Bethel Woods Performing Arts Center, also known as Woodstock. So this is kind of wrapping up. I'm getting kind of ready. Gates are going to be open for general admission. And again, thanks to the Tigman and a couple of other people who made this all possible. So, and by the way, happy Labor Day weekend. Stay safe. Get a couple of barbecues in for me, please. And we're going to talk later. We'll keep in touch the next week. And by the way, this 11th round, guess what? Hopefully I'll get footage when I ring that bell. And I'll be totally over the moon with that. So, but this is Charles Chuck Charlie Chaz from CGM3 Productions, saying peace, love, friendship, and totally rock on in the Catskills. Take it easy.